A woman who spends years without a partner is not incomplete. She is evolving. Solitude, when embraced, becomes a sacred space where she learns the language of her own heart. When a woman remains single for an extended period, society often whispers assumptions that she is lonely, too picky, or even afraid of love. But the truth is far more beautiful. A woman who walks the path of singleness for years is not avoiding love. She is mastering it in its purest form, self-love. She becomes deeply acquainted with herself. In the quiet, she hears her own voice for the first time, unfiltered, unshaped by another's expectations. She learns what she truly desires, not what she has been told to want. A woman who spends years single does not simply wait for love. She cultivates it within. She discovers her passions, her boundaries, and her deepest truths. She no longer seeks validation from others because she has built a home within herself. Her standards rise, not out of arrogance, but wisdom. She no longer settles for crumbs because she has tasted the fullness of a love that begins within. Years of singleness teach a woman what she truly deserves. She no longer chases half-hearted affections or tolerates emotional unavailability. Her heart, once open to anyone who showed interest, now recognizes the difference between fleeting infatuation and real, lasting love. She develops an unshakable independence. She carries her own storms and dances in her own sunlight. A partner would be a choice, not a necessity. A woman who has been single for a long time learns the art of self-sufficiency. She pays her own bills, plans her own adventures, and solves her own problems. This doesn't mean she doesn't want love. It means she no longer needs it to feel whole. She becomes a magnet for deep, authentic love. A woman who loves herself unconditionally teaches others how to love her, not with desperation, but with devotion. Paradoxically, the more at peace a woman is with being single, the more she attracts meaningful connections. Her energy shifts from seeking love to radiating it. When the right person appears, she recognizes them. Not because she was searching, but because she was already complete. Society's whispers no longer shake her. She smiles when they say, "Don't you get lonely?" Because she knows the difference between loneliness and solitude. One drains, the other empowers. The world may pity a long-term single woman, assuming she is missing out. But she knows the truth. She has been on a journey many never take, the journey inward. And that is where the greatest love stories begin. A woman who stays single for too long is not waiting for love. She is becoming it. Singleness is not a void to be filled. It is a sacred space where a woman learns to love fearlessly. First herself, then the world. And when love does arrive, it will not complete her. It will simply celebrate the wholeness she has always carried. So, to every woman who has been single for years, you are not behind. You are not lacking. You are not too much or too little. You are a masterpiece in progress, and love, when it comes, will be richer because you waited for the right kind. The most powerful love is not the one that finds you empty and fills you, but the one that finds you full and chooses to dance with you in the light you've already created. And that, dear soul, is worth every moment of the wait. On the other hand, when a man stays single for too long, he starts to reflect some of the following attributes. Self-discovery deepens. Solitude is where he meets himself, not as the world defines him, but as he truly is. Like a single woman, his standards grow clearer. Time alone teaches him what love should feel like. Settling becomes a quiet impossibility. 3. Independence blossoms. He learns the art of being whole on his own. So his future love is a choice, not a need. Heart guards itself. Walls may rise, not out of fear, but from knowing the weight of his own worth. Love's pace shifts. He no longer races toward love. He lets it arrive like sunlight, slow, warm, and sure. Friendships deepen. In the absence of romance, he finds devotion in the laughter and loyalty of kindred souls. Patience becomes sacred. He understands now. Love is not about finding someone quickly, but recognizing them deeply. Ultimately, staying single isn't a lack, it's an unfolding. The right love will never rush him. It will simply recognize the beauty of his timing.